Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my space. Remember I told you I have famous friends? Do you remember that? I'm so excited. But before we start, guys, I'm wearing the kimono that my best friend got for me in Bali. I'm probably saying this for the second time, and I didn't change my outfit from the previous video. Mind your own business. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you. Am I introducing this guy?
Nah.
My boots. Hello.
Hey, ma.
How are you?
I'm nervous.
Why?
I'm kidding. I'm good. And yourself?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Guys, so I don't wanna. Should we go way back?
How I know you?
Yeah.
Or how we know each other? Yeah.
Yeah.
We can go back. We can go.
I'd like to tell the story.
Okay.
So guys,
It's her version of events.
no, let me tell you. So guys, one random day, I'm in high school. Where was I going? I can't remember where I was going, but like I was walking and singing. Do you guys remember that soft drink ad? I wish I could la 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 la. I'm singing that thing, like minding my own business. There's this guy, and he's like, oh wait, what's your name? I'm like, oh, okay, what's going on? So I tell him my name because I'm like minding my own business. It's like, you can sing, we should hang out sometime. Like, okay, sure. Correct?
Yeah, that part is
great. So you see, I'm on the right track.
Yeah.
So it's been 15 odd years.
15.
It has.
More than
Since that day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 16 years. Yeah.
It's probably been 15 or more.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think it's been 15.
Yeah. It's been some years, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome to my
intro.
channel. How are you?
Thank you so much. I'm good, man. Trying Lynn Nagamom, trying to kickstart my own channel.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have a channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
Which is just simply called Dee Nkomo. You know, and I'm gonna be trying to put up all the things that fascinate me on there. You know. So far we've done a couple of episodes, podcast, myself and Bradley.
That dynamic I want to talk about.
Yeah.
But go on.
So that's one of the things that we're going to be dedicating the channel to.
Sure.
Another thing that I wanted to do with the channel is to relive that moment you and I had, you know, where I can bring in people who I think are extremely talented, especially on the music side.
Sure.
Singers, producers, songwriters, session players, whatever the case is, so that they can showcase themselves on that platform, you know. Hopefully it grows and yeah.
I've been feeling like you guys are it's pretty, I would like for this channel to be like very conversational.
Yeah.
For me, this is a space where I talk about all the things that I love, like art, pop culture, entertainment. But I feel like you guys have been focusing a lot on the entertainment. Is it Bradley's fault or is it yours?
No. I think if you look at the people that we've actually interviewed one person, right? Yeah, I think we've only interviewed King Bash. But
guys, he's looking because the sound guy, the set designer, is also an executive producer
of my channel also.
This channel.
The reason we did that podcast, and maybe to answer your question about why gotta we are more for
entertainment based, sure.
So it is just up my alley, right? I work on radio, and radio is extremely restricted. You know what I mean? It's closely monitored. Some questions will not fly on radio. You know what I mean? So I just wanted a room where I can just literally just flex about the things that interest me. So it's not going to be entertainment only, but everything else that excites me, you know? So you will see guys like King Bash, you will see Charmaine, you will see political analysts. You're gonna have the whole enchilada. Okay. Yeah. Things that interest me. And the thing is, I'm using that to learn.
Okay.
The reason I invite these people is because I know that I'm not well educated on these subjects. So these conversations that I'll be having with them, because I will walk away with something and then, kind of broaden my mind.
So with that, where's the restriction? Because I do feel like, because you and I, him and I used to do a radio show together.
Yes, we did.
That was amazing. We really did. We had a good run. We had a very good show. But I'm sensing a bit of restraint. Is it because of the fact that you've been in professional?
Yeah.
And because with that show we could conceptualize and we flew with
You know what? I think ever since I joined the commercial radio space. It's something that I've been doing for, I think it's been 5 years now. 5 years in the commercial radio space, So, and that's something I do every day, Monday to Friday, So that part of my personality really comes out whenever I do anything outside of radio, because I still have to think.
Yeah, I sense that a lot.
Yeah, I have to hold myself back, and then I find myself laughing at myself when I look back at the episode to say, but what is that? I could have went in for the kill. I could have been a bit more transparent. I could have went for the jugular.
Yeah.
But I think going forward, I mean, the last episode we did, me and Bradley, I think I was really starting to open up, getting used to the idea of being free.
Sure.
Because Monday to Friday, I'm not free.
I hear that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm getting used to being free. It's my platform. I can literally do what I want, So yeah, hopefully going forward, I'll open up a bit.
Yeah, like I want to reflect on that, because I felt like there was a lot of restraint and my critique on the show, and which is also what this channel is about. For me, like I like entertainment and I like pop culture, but I also feel like generally in the country we don't really have that very critical voice to say, actually, I know you to do better. Like, why aren't you meeting yourself at that level? And it's not the fact that, like I hate on the fact on what you're doing, but I just No,
it's true. I think that has been the most basic critique we've gotten. Like,
also, it's not just
It's not just you, the team that I work with also, like the guys behind the scenes, they've brought it up every now and then to say, yo, D, you need to let loose,
Like you're very restrained.
Yeah, I'm held back.
Like you just have,
because sometimes I'm thinking, I'm very too, but also it kind of shows a contrast between Nal and Bradley.
Yeah.
You understand? Bradley is a straight shooter. You know what I mean? He speaks his mind whenever he deems appropriate. He's not afraid of going left. And
he goes left.
Yeah, and people must not think he's doing that to put a show. Like that is just who he is. You know what I mean? That's Bradley in person. If you were to kick it with Bradley, you would.
That's just who he is.
Yeah, that's just who he is. Like he's just one guy who just shoots left. But there's thought to what he does. There's thought to that madness. And I think it kind of displayed a bit of the contrast, like I said, the balance between me and him. But obviously, people wanna say we can't have D on radio Monday to Friday and then still have D on YouTube. We want D to be D on YouTube.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, so that's coming. That's coming. I'm settling in.
And the relationship between you and Bradley, actually, what does Bradley do? Like,
I can't say what his profession is. Okay. I don't think I'm allowed. But
no, that's okay. Yeah.
But my relationship with Bradley, me and him met. Can't remember what year it was. What year was that? Energy FM.
Was he on Energy FM?
No. He was supposed to join the guys there. And then I was moving to a different show.
Yeah.
So I got introduced to Bradley by the guy who was the programs manager at the time. And I was supposed to show Bradley the ropes,
Oh.
But that was the first time we met. He never took the job. The weird guy.
Go figure.
Wasted my time. Never took the job. But from there we started following each other on social media.
Sure.
And then we realized that we have so many friends in common.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It was a natural thing that you guys...
Capricorn High School, and I'd find myself in spaces where he is. I'd go to a funeral, a friend, and then there's Bradley, you know what I mean? So, I think from there because my thing was this, I've always tried to convince Bradley to join radio.
Oh.
That's what I've always, because that was most of my conversations with him to say, Brad, if we can trim down.
You like convincing people about radio.
Yeah,
you love it that much.
That's my thing, So I spoke to him about it, and I remember I was telling him how I'll hold his hand through the whole thing. I'll help just guide him and show him like the ropes, how it works,
sure,
stuff like that. But eventually, I think he started feeling a bit reluctant, getting into 2020. Yes, last year, he was a bit relaxed, was a bit reluctant, and then I started shooting pilots for the podcast. Yeah. And he was one of my guests in the pilots that I was shooting. And then after we kicked it at his house, I was like, okay, bro, like,
let's do this together.
In fact, he was the one who inboxed me later on in the year after we had done those pilots to say, yo, bro, if you need somebody on your side, like if you need anybody to contribute to the work, I'm available. And then I think he's the perfect candidate. I learned a lot from him,
And what was the thought process? I mean, after then he inboxes you, because I'm thinking that initially you thought, like, is he a music guy? Is he a Radiohead? What is he?
So the thing is this, right? Like I said, Bradley is the same person through and through. On Facebook, on Instagram, and in real life.
He's reached 5,000 friends, so I can't even.
You can't. You just have to check that follow button.
I have to follow him. Yeah.
So when he inboxed me and he said that, it was genuine excitement from my side. I remember I took a screenshot. I sent it to Majamos. I said, "Yo, dude, look, this guy wants to come on board. He's very cool. Let's run with him." Yeah.
I'm making a face because I'm starting to think I have beef with Bradley. Bradley is the reason why you didn't attend my book launch. Because on the day that the book launch was happening, I have a conversation with Majamus who's leaving.
Yeah.
He's like, no, we're shooting.
Oh, yes.
Because that guy is only available on that day.
Yes.
So I do have beef with Bradley.
But he's a great guy. You're going to get to meet him. I think the last Sunday when we were in the hood, I don't know if you saw him.
I didn't. I came around like later in the afternoon.
Shoot that day, we were supposed
Guys were from the same hood.
Yeah,
let this not confuse you. We're in the same circle.
Yeah. But I missed your book launch, but I didn't necessarily miss it.
Yeah.
Because a huge number of the people that Nabaledane were taking videos, they were putting it up on their social media.
Yeah.
You also did the same. I got to see who was in attendance.
Yeah.
I got to listen to your famous speech, so I was there.
Do you know the funny thing about my speech? Yeah. Everyone only remembers the fact that I said Munatimpula, and I was just alluding to the fact that I like it when people have fun.
Oh, okay.
And now I go to people's houses and I'm like, Munatimpula. I'm like,
it's iconic. I need to have that writing on my wall there. Munatimpula, ... Matsepodi.
That's what I live by, okay?
But
Now let's take it back to the radio career.
Yeah.
Are you where you want to be? Because I remember, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I remember saying that I wanted you to be on Drive. I remember when you got to Capricorn, I was like, I can't wait for the day that you get on Drive because of what that slot means, but also because of the things that I've seen you do in Drive. But this conversation is not about me. But what are your radio ambitions? If you can speak about that.
Of course. Here's the thing that funny enough, I have my mentor, my radio mentor, Tumelo Dee, right? Who's also my former boss.
Yeah.
Now I remember when he joined. I joined the station when Tumelo Dee joined the station to take over as boss, right? And I think they paid him my demo or something, And then he was like, "No, this kid sounds good. I think we need to bring him on board." And another interesting fact is that at that time, actually, I was done with radio.
When was this?
This was 2000 and when did I come take that picture by you, bro? Like 2015. Yeah, 2015, somewhere there, right? I had just left another community radio station, so I was done with radio. I was tired of the politics in radio. Just it got a bit toxic for me, So I was like, screw radio, I'm done with radio. If I'm ever to work on radio, I'll just work behind the scenes. So I have a background at technical production, So I was like, if I get any offer in radio, I'll just pitch the fact that this is what I can do
behind the scenes.
And this is, I can also show them how I do that. So he was like, no, bro,
I want to hear.
Yeah, he actually tricked me because what he said is like, I'll give you that production job on one condition, that you take an on-air job. It's like, okay, cool. What show?
So you were actually giving us a sympathy show?
Yeah, well, not really. Because then I asked, what show?
Yeah.
And he told me it's the Graveyard Show, 12 to 3 in the morning, right? And I agreed because I felt like, you know, the guys that work graveyard are never really bothered by office politics, you know?
So I'm here to do my job.
Yeah, I'm just here to do my 3 hours of radio with the listeners that are up at that time, you know, the hardworking people of the community, the nurses, the doctors, the police, you know, the security officers. And there's no competition at that time, you know, you're not competing for any spot, there's no politics literally. So I took that job and also took a day job at the same company for production, you know. But that only lasted a couple of months because after that, they moved me to the lunchtime show.
So the Graveyard only lasted a couple of months.
The Graveyard lasted like literally, I think, well under a year, you know? Yeah. And then they moved me to lunch with Itubanda. And we kicked heavy as I'm not going to lie. The lunchtime show was...
You guys have great chemistry.
Yeah, according to me, and it might sound pompous, but according to me, I believed in the history of lunchtime radio in the province, nobody ever did it like me and Itu did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We brought something fresh to lunchtime.
Yeah.
You know? And I remember when we were doing it for the second year, I was afraid of being moved to drive.
What?
Right? And then I went into the office. My programs manager then can actually attest to this, right? I went into his office and I said, I want it in writing. I told him, I want it in writing that you guys will never move me to drive time.
You loved lunchtime that much?
Yeah, I was so comfortable at lunchtime. The reason being, it's a music show. I'm a music guy. You know, whenever you have to get into something serious, it's always entertainment, you know? So I said to them, I'm like, guys, do not take me to drive, you know? And I need it down in writing.
I'm shook.
Yeah, they were also shocked and they were like, okay, cool. Because I explained to them what my reasons were and they were like, okay, no, it's fine. You know, we get you. We rock with you. And then Tuli P left.
Lo and behold.
Yeah, Tuli P bounces. And then a new station manager comes on board. And then within a couple of months of him being on board, he felt like, you know, myself and Itubanda actually need to grow as broadcasters. You know, not just as music, you know. Then they moved. I'm talking too much. Yes.
No, we love this.
So they then moved me and Itu to
This is the D you're missing on that.
Yeah, like that's the money there. You know. But yeah, they moved us to drive. And I remember the first day when we did that show, they had our show producer Totolani went and got like the voice snippets from like people that I know, people that some are just people who have been listeners of the station for some time and they've been rocking with me and Itu for some time. Even got my dad and my siblings. I don't know how she pulled that off.
Yeah.
Got my dad and my siblings to send us a message of congratulations. I think.
Wait, this is when you were moving to Drive.
Yeah. So the first day on air, right?
Yeah.
On Drive.
Yeah.
We switch on our mics. We welcome the people. We let the people know who we are. We celebrate.
I called in on that show.
You did?
I did. I was in Sojourn. I called you and I was like, "Hey, Mook."
Oh yes.
Do you remember?
Yes,
and then it was like, "Why do you sing?"
I remember. Yes. So I think when I heard those voice notes, because the producer had hidden them, you know, they were like a huge. So when I heard my dad's voice saying, "Yo,"
you laughed.
Yes, like, "Yo, man, I'm proud of you," you know. And I was like, okay, so it's real, you know. Yeah. We are here. We've elevated to the next level of radio. So I think, yeah, from we've been doing it since last year. You know, getting into COVID. You know, so we literally going on our second year now. Like by next year March, it will mark 2 years with me and Itubanda on the Drive Time show.
Let's talk about COVID before I get into the other thing that is most interesting. What was the transition and how did it affect you personally, just as a broadcaster?
Hit my fucking pockets, bro.
Yes. Right? Because you also double as a DJ.
Yeah, so I'm a DJ, you know, so there were no gigs at all, right? So no extra money. And it also teaches you a lesson, because that's the money we used to bank on. Like, I'm not going to speak for anybody else. Nah. That's the money I used to bank on. Like, after the salary, I know I've covered 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3.
But there's that money.
Sure. You know, they come through, and I know I've got like 20 grand, or I've got, you know, this much money. Yeah. This is what I'm going to push for. You know, other things that I need or that I want. So yeah, that tap just shut, bro. Like, you know, and then now I'm looking at my salary. I'm like, but fine, it's you and I.
Tough now.
Like, now I must work with you, boy. No more woolies.
What did you stop eating out of interest during COVID?
Also because restaurants at the time were closed.
Yeah.
But I had to. I used to be a huge fan of these really, really luxurious noodles.
I don't
know why he's laughing. But I used to be a huge fan of these noodles.
Yeah.
Beef po noodles from Woolies, believe it or not.
How much were they?
You Google the price.
But also, you don't check the price when you have the money.
I mean, you know what I mean?
You know?
So now it was and the Maggie, I want a beef po. Chicken, beef.
Durban curry doesn't have that?
I was about cheese. Yeah. No more noodles for me then. Screw noodles. But yeah, you know.
But we live, right?
Yeah, you live. I'm still alive.
And the transitioning back, because I think for me anyway, what has felt very odd about being in a pandemic, we're still in one now, but the transition of these levels, you find that you react to it very differently.
Yeah.
For instance, I wasn't eating takeaways for that period of lockdown, and then when it opened, I ate so much takeaway that I can't stand a burger from any eatery right now.
Yeah.
So like, how are you transitioning back? I'm struggling with burgers still.
Food wise,
and not just food wise.
Yeah, but
we love it, but generally.
You know what? Because now we're getting back into the clubs a little bit. You know, we get into play at functions. It's for me. Look, I'm still very cautious. You know, I travel with my sanitizer. I've got my mask on, like, you know, 30% of the time when I'm on stage.
Yeah.
So I think
it's very measured, 30% of the time.
Yeah, because now this is where I have to take a sip of something or yell to the engineer, turn up the bass. You know.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm adjusting slowly but surely. My pockets are definitely welcoming it, you know. But me as a person, I think I'm just slowly. I'm still skeptical of going to play at super crowded places. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I still get super paranoid, but the money. We need the money.
No, COVID was nonsense.
Yeah,
COVID
it was hard. It was hard.
But also just the effect on our daily lives and just how much it has made us change. Like when you came in, I generally always would want to hug people, but now I'm very hesitant. Like, are you comfortable?
I don't know where you've been.
Exactly. Like, are you vaccinated?
Not yet, and I need to, and I said that on a podcast.
Which is why I'm asking.
I need to.
It's been 3 weeks.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
But
4 weeks.
I will definitely. I've thought about it long and hard, you know, but for the sake of my health, and if the vaccine really does do what the WHO says it does, then I would need to vaccinate.
Why are you hesitant on what the vaccine?
No, I'm just saying.
No, he was just saying now that he needs to stop watching conspiracy theories, right? Yeah. And I feel like there's propaganda in this very now bald head. This guy used to have a lot of hair. Yeah. Burner.
I had to cut it off, man.
Why?
Here's the thing. I was telling Marage and a couple of my friends to say, I haven't had my
South guy. No one knew.
I've never cut my hair this short since I was in high school.
Sure, and which is very natural to me because people are like,
yeah, well, that's the real, you know what I mean? I've had it for most of my high school years. So after that, I've never really cut my hair this short.
Yeah,
I always had somewhere here at the top. You know what I mean? I'll just fade the sides and let it grow at the top. So it grew so much. Like my hair will grow back quickly. So I eventually decided, okay, let me plait the hair.
And this is where I want to take it. What has been the general reaction from women?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it differs. We check out what
No, I think we check out I'm just saying. Oh, so there's been different
groups.
There's
a dynamic.
Oh, is there? Tell me more.
I mean,
are we over time? 3 minutes? No ways. I still have way more questions, guys. This will be longer. I'm sorry.
Okay, there was a group of ladies who appreciated, especially the fact that we have to post so much of ourselves on social media. Sure. You know what I mean? Obviously, I don't do my hair to please nobody. I do it to feel comfortable. You know what I mean? It's my statement.
Yes, King.
Yeah, I talk with my clothing, my hair.
King. Express yourself.
You know, so I don't really do it to impress anybody. Like if I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, God damn, boy. And then that's it, you know. But yeah, there was a group of women who liked it. There was a group of women who didn't like it. But
you move.
So yeah, those were not entirely happy with me at all.
So I'm about to throw a random fact.
Okay.
A lot of people from Limpopo would obviously know that Lekau Couch has a very special place in my heart.
Yeah, shout out to Couch. That's my brother.
Right, and equally with you. Now, any collaborations in the pipeline, just to do anything really, because I don't know, I'm very biased when I love people and I love them together and I'm like, oh, because there's this picture of the two of you that I love so much.
The famous
picture. No, the before and after. That one, I love it so much.
Look, you know what? My relationship with Couch is, I think, for me, it is just one of the most beautiful things ever.
I feel the same.
Yeah, I mean, I think particularly that stage, little bro, big bro. You know, we just brothers.
Yeah.
And we friends. And he is never hesitant to throw a bone my way to say, yo, dude, I've got this track that I'm working on. You know, what do you think you can do on this? Or how should I approach this? Or if I'm working on something and I'm thinking, yo, man, I know somebody who can do vocals and I know Couch is available, and then I just throw him the bone to say, yo, dude, please do a track with Zach the Freak or whoever the case is. But here's the thing, right? In the text, there's always this thing which Couch does, which annoys the shit out of me, right? So Couch,
take note, Couch.
so Couch will put up a video on his WhatsApp, right?
Yeah.
Of a banging song.
Yeah, and he deletes it, right? I know. Okay,
so I was texting immediately. I'm like, yo, bro,
what's popping?
What's that? And you can tell he's working on it. Like he's busy working. And I'm like, yo, bro, what's that? Ne? And it's like, I know, this sound. I'm like, yo, bro, send through that track, right? And then I don't know what he will either not feel too confident about the track and not want to send it to me, not because he thinks, I'm going to take it and run with it, but just because he's not comfortable with, giving me something that's mediocre to work with. Couch is a perfectionist to the core, and more especially when it comes to music. People don't know this, but Couch only has one single out. And how long has Couch been making music?
Right.
So that's how much time and effort he puts into crafting the sound that he makes. You know what I mean? And you have to respect that. So definitely there is going to be something between me, Couch, keys and stuff.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. 2022, I'm making it happen. If like record and we be more WhatsApp, it's fine.
So people don't know why I call you Mooks actually.
Yeah. The history behind that.
The history behind Mooks is that one time we had this guy come on the show and his name was Honey.
Yeah.
And this guy was serious, and we were just like, no, he walks into studio and he starts talking, and he's like, You know, it's like, my name is Honey. Like, what? Honey. It's Honey. So for the longest time, we used to call each other Honey.
Yeah.
But then it got a bit old. And then I remembered your Beat Monkey, which is what I want to do. He used to call himself Beat Monkey. So Mooks is literally a combination of Beat Monkey and Honey.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I came up with it, but I did.
Yeah, I remember.
Where is Beat Monkey? Are you still?
I'm still active. No, weird. Because you know what? I had fallen out of love with making music for I think about a year or two when I switched from Beat Monkey, and then I think I was coming back to Luwahomo. It
was hard.
So I kind of detached myself from everything that linked me to Johannesburg, which was music and stuff like that. And then that's why I dropped the whole Beat Monkey name. I left it behind. And then Ranso, who is also my production partner in music right now, one half of a group, we call ourselves Keys and Stuff. He's the one he's the Keys, I'm Stuff. But he's the one who, he hit me up.
Excuse me.
One day said, dude, I know you still got something in you,
do something.
Yeah, let's work, and then he pulled up to my house with like expensive equipment, left it there, and he said, yo dude, start creating, let's work. And yeah, I've been crafting ever since. We've put out a couple of songs, not as Keys and Stuff, but as Keys and Stuff producing for other people, we've done stuff for some known, some not so known, but yeah, no more Beat Monkey. It's simply Dee Nkomo when we are what it's like I'm a Beat Monkey. Now I'm going to my grandchild.
Why, granddaddy? Why you Beat Monkey?
You know what I mean? And the people who are still attached to that name is all the people I knew in Joburg, and those guys are doing amazing now. All of them are doing great, right? Muzzle is popping. Sheesh, man. Zeph Beats is the
I met Muzzle in the weirdest place ever.
We're in the bathroom.
No, that's not weird. But go on.
No. Yeah, but Zeph Beats, who's now one of the biggest sound engineers in South Africa.
Yeah.
Most of these guys that I used to work with back in Joburg are like kicking ass right now in the national scene. They
Are you looking forward to making music? Is that way?
Yeah.
Like, I hate asking people, or rather I hate the question, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years or whatever. But is music in the pipeline?
Yeah, definitely.
And then radio? Forever and never?
Yeah, I mean...
Never?
Radio,
ever?
Radio is a bug. Everybody will tell you, radio is a bug. I can never, ever not look at radio as something I want to do. Regardless of all the challenges that come with being a broadcaster, or being a broadcaster for a certain company, or just being a radio practitioner in general. I will forever love radio, and that's something that I will love to see myself do till I can't do it anymore.
I hear you.
But as for 2022, if radio is still in my life, I'll be the happiest person ever.
That's wonderful.
But I want to put out every single thing that I have put off for some time. I want to release music. I wanna start directing photo shoots. I have a
designing sets.
Yeah, no. Set design is my worst. I
won't mention where you bought couches.
No, it's come on, that's free advertising. It starts with a B. But yeah, I've got this thing for abstract art.
Okay.
I want to learn more about that, and I want to do it, and I want to put it out. Also the music thing. Just to go back to the music thing, right? I'm planning on releasing an EP, right? But here's the thing about South African music now. I'm a piano artist, a hip hop artist, going to DJ, house DJ, hip hop DJ. Yeah. Like people classify me as a hip hop DJ, and I always correct people. That's wrong. I'm a DJ. You understand? I can play whatever the fuck.
No, he can play Drake and then Hotsene Kwala in the mix.
So exactly. So I want to do an EP.
Yeah.
of all my favorite genres.
Ooh.
You understand? Anything that I find.
And are you working with like local people? What's happening there?
Yeah, well, in the production side, it's just me and Ranso, you know. But obviously, once we start developing the whole project, we'll get vocalists. Hopefully, some popular ones every now and then, and some local guys, because I'm also all about just working with people from Monakutwangwa.
You read my mind because I was going to say that he has a knack for pulling people in.
Yeah.
He always pulls people in. Who are you pulling in now? In whatever project that you're working.
Yo, bro, there's this guy, Barake, you
see?
Zach the Freak.
Okay.
Right?
I should ask my brother about it.
Yeah.
Probably knows.
Zach the Freak is he is, you know, when you hear somebody sing and you're now convinced, like you're officially convinced that the best musical instrument in the world is a human's voice. No, it's you know what I mean? So he brought that, that boy can flex those pipes, bro. Like, and he's very young, very creative. He doesn't box himself into one genre.
That's wonderful.
The way I knew him, I've known him for some years, but from a distance. Yeah. And then he just sent me an inbox one day on Facebook, say, "Yo, D, I've got this track. Can I have your number? Can I send it to you?" He sent it to me. I was like, "Dude, from now on, you and I will working together." Okay, so whenever I get ideas, I put them together and send it to him. You know, so Zach the Freak, man, Lowa Homu. Also 4. I've worked with 4 before.
Listen, I remember those guys performing at an all-white Civic.
Yeah.
I literally, for the entire set, I was sitting and watching and listening. I'm like, are we sleeping on these people? Like, it was just amazing. Yeah.
It frustrated 4 because he kind of left the music behind, you know. It frustrated him so bad. I think it just messed with his confidence, you know.
I'd love to have him on the couch.
Yeah. 4 should come through. Definitely. He's a very reserved guy. Very chill. You know, doesn't really talk much.
I got you to talk, so at this point.
It's not her again.
No, it is me.
Come on, but yeah, you know, anybody that's young, talented, I'm a big fan of.
Sure.
You know, Deba, you know, I've also worked on Deba's album.
Doing what
or EP. Well, he will tell you. I can't give myself.
Deba, please come and sit on my couch.
Yes. So I worked with Deba also. But yeah, I'm fascinated with working with Batubarai.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it means a lot more. You know, it becomes a bit more impactful.
The sound guy, the set designer, and the other people are very tired. This channel needs a budget. Please like, share, and subscribe. We need money.
Also, can I give a...
Sure, go. We're not done yet, but go on.
Okay. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just simply go to YouTube, search for Dee Nkomo. And then, just like, subscribe, comment on the podcast there. There's more content that we're going to be putting out. So remember how we used to do Mac, Mary, or Flash? Yeah.
Because I'm an unproblematic queen, I am not going to do Mac, Mary, or Flash. I will say Mac, Mary, or Side.
Okay.
3 categories.
All right.
AKA Casper your vest.
Sheesh.
Look at his face. AKA Casper your vest. KO. Mac, Mary.
Why are you putting guys that make?
No, we still have other categories. Don't worry. We'll go on. Don't worry. There's 3.
Just for the sake of. I
feel like you do, and that's where I wanted you.
No problem with Casper.
You do.
I'd make you, bro.
You'd make.
Just for one shower.
Would you like to tell me what happened with Casper?
No. It's not even a complicated story.
Yeah.
Look, when I met Casper, a guy called Antonio Sekele from Lewahomo on the same street as Kwarai.
Yeah.
He lived in Joburg for quite some time. When I moved to Joburg, one of the first people. He introduced me to Wukudi Chan and them, but he also introduced me to Casper.
Sure.
You understand? And at that time, Casper was, dude, like this guy was just he was an animal, bro. Like he was this was some guy who was just, I've never seen somebody that driven in my life. You could tell he was in a foreign space. He was in Joburg, he's from Uptown.
I recently read, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I recently read a thing from WHP, and someone screenshotted, and WHP was talking about like Casper's ambition and drive. And he was like, oh my God, this guy is saying these things, and I have never thought about that.
Every single thing Casper's told.
This is not a paid partnership.
Yeah, no. We're not promoting.
No, we're not.
But every single thing that Casper ever told anybody in confidence, is all coming to life.
That's wonderful.
We'll blur this out. I'm so sorry about that. We'll blur it out. We'll just get it. Yeah. But yeah,
our sound guy is also the editor. Post production. Please.
Yeah. Please, man. So that's Casper for you. You know what I mean? He was so driven, so hungry, always working, always recording, always writing. And that's when I got introduced to him by Antonio. At the time, he still used to stay with Antonio in Joburg, and Antonio introduced me to Casper as Namojorno Di
Sure.
And sure enough, bro, a couple of weeks of me and Casper talking to each other, and it was kind of what BBM at Blackberry. I started sending him ideas, but I'll do a freestyle over somebody else's beat, or I'll compose a beat and then just write the hook, whatever the case is, And Casper used to that guy used to actually gas me up at some point,
Like you
to say, "Hey, Bafana, no one."
You could.
Yeah. And he had a fallout with Antonio.
Antonio, okay.
Which was, I think, just a misunderstanding. You know what I mean? They were not really seeing eye to eye at the time. I'm not sure what the beef was about. And obviously Nanegi Jambi Shor ke jealous at Antonio because Kichwala wa ho.
Just
yeah. And sad enough, they are best buddies now.
Well, you're on radio, so
but yeah, I think the one time was over a Twitter thing.
Was it?
Yeah, it was over a Twitter thing.
Was it before the fill up thing?
Yeah, it was way before the fill up. Way before the fill up. I had a bit of an issue with this other guy called George Avakian, and little did I know, and Casper were close at the time.
Oh.
We were having a public Twitter fight, and then Casper jumped in. He said,
kind of what did we used to call Twitter fights?
Not Twitter beef.
No,
Tour.
Yeah. So you had a tour.
I had a tour with George. And Casper jumped into the tour. Publicly, and now this is somebody who's now gaining traction. Gusheshe is out. This guy is killing shows, and then he's like, "Yo."
When he still had the ponytail.
Yeah, it's Nasa Torle. And then he said, "Yo, bro, George is my friend. You need to lay off this guy." And I responded to say, "Dog, scheme. I mean, you can get it too. It's like So
okay.
Yeah, from there, and then he blocked me.
Hi Casper, you don't know me. I'm probably very irrelevant, but
yeah, he blocked me. But Yena and George reached out to Antonio to say, what's the issue with D? Why is he losing his top down on Twitter, whatever the case is. But what Antonio was doing was that he was telling me word for word what these guys were telling him. And at the time, I'm not in Joburg anymore. We're still about home.
Yeah.
And one thing that I was aware of is that at that time, Casper literally regarded me as one of the hardest songwriters. Not songwriters per se, but rappers, because I used to write hip hop verses. Because I could see Antonio Namponcha the text that you know, he's even telling Georgia Bacon, or you don't want no smoke with D, because if you go word for word with D on a song, he's gonna smoke you. But yeah, that was the end of me and Casper's conversation.
Do you feel like you fumbled the bag?
No, not really. I didn't fumble nothing. You know, I stand by my actions.
Cool.
You know, anything that happens after I do something, I stand by. It's like regular day.
All right.
Yeah.
So you would Mac Casper.
Yeah, just to say Askis bro. And I'm happy he's doing great.
Who are you marrying? It was Casper, aka and KO.
It's got obvious.
No, it was obvious to me.
The sound guy or obvious?
The sound guy. The sound guy seems to know a lot. Who are you marrying?
For shock value, KO.
And you're siding AKA.
Yeah,
Is this for shock value?
For shock value.
Okay.
No. Yeah, let's move on.
The second category.
Yeah.
Nadia Nakai. Boiti. Mihlali.
Yo, I'm trying to make Mihlali side.
Why?
I'm not really, you know, invested in what she does. I'm not aware of how she moves.
Okay, cool. I hear you.
I literally hear of Mihlali when she trends. You know,
guys, I hope this is not problematic, hey?
Yeah. This is not drama. This is not controversial. It's
please,
games. It's fun and games.
I really hope.
I love you, Mihlali. But yeah, like I don't know what else she does. You know, I know she's on social media a lot. And
so it's based on I don't know you, so maybe.
Yeah, like I don't know much about her.
Okay.
You know, I don't. Yeah.
Who are you marrying? Who are you marrying?
Yo, Braga. Braga, that's Nadia Nakai.
Yes.
Braga, I would Mac. Yeah, because I know she's gonna turn me down. So.
Oh, why aren't you going into this with confidence?
Braga, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to Braga.
And
obviously, Boiti. Yeah.
You'd cuff.
Yeah, I'd cuff Boiti.
You're married.
Yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
Last category.
Yeah.
Amapiano, hip hop. Kwaito. Who are you marrying?
Let's start with this.
Yeah.
Outside hip hop.
What?
Strictly. I'm not gonna.
You're siding hip hop.
Outside hip hop, and I will Mac on Amapiano because it is the foundation of what I will marry, which is Kwaito.
I'm with you for marrying Kwaito.
Yeah, not Amapiano is the foundation of Kwaito, but it's built on the foundations of Kwaito.
Sure. I remember that conversation that Oskido had with Kabza.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. But Kwaito for me, it is the first, I'd like to believe, sound in South Africa that really, really connected with the young people.
Absolutely.
It gave the young people a voice.
It revolutionized, I don't know, music. Kwaito has a very special place in a lot of
I love Kwaito music, bro. Like if you check my playlist, if you go through my last played here, with DJs at work, Hey DJ featuring Level Matosa.
Let me then put you on the spot.
Okay.
Favorite Kwaito song of all time, because I have mine.
I can't say of all time.
Okay, favorite Kwaito song. I have mine and I'm gonna mention it.
Can I mention a lot? Because
okay, fine.
I don't have one.
Okay, cool.
And in no particular order, right? So I'll start with the Hey DJ. Yeah, DJs at work featuring Level Matos, right?
Yeah.
It's just the crazy things we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one, Mzambia Zikote, right?
Yeah.
Audlala Zikote, right?
Yeah.
Brown Dash Puff and Pass. Scheme Babas, yeah. Yeah.
You're struggling.
That entire TKZ album. Yeah, Gaz 2001.
Halloween for me.
Yeah, for me it's Gaz 2001. TKZ and TKZ family.
Yeah.
Okay. Winner?
My ultimate, if you want to see me go backward, Mamponchi.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That.
This is an old soul.
Like, listen, Mamponchi for me. You know what? I was reading a book called Born to Kwaito.
Yeah.
It documents the history of Kwaito and you know, pop culture then.
Yeah.
And I find out that that song was pretty much accidental in a way. I thought it was very intentional. Because what Zwaye said is like, no, we got into studio and he heard this and then he heard that and then someone pressed it. I'm like, I wanted it to have a story. You know,
some of the greatest songs are mistakes.
But my favorite song as well is from Zola, Stars.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna shine in the dark like the stars ebusuku. That song was released in 2007.
Shout out to that guy.
Who?
He's Tasman. Tasman is the guy who produced that song. Tasman from
Is he?
Yeah.
WHP
Tasman. Yeah. Tasman. Even for Zola, he did that song. He also did Don't Cry. Is it Don't Cry?
Don't
Tasman.
Cry.
Yeah. Tasman. Shout out to Tasman.
Guys, we can talk forever. This has been wonderful.
Yeah.
Looks, thank you so much.
No, it's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I prophesy at least 100,000 views on this. This guy is on Capricorn FM every day from 3 to 6. He's with Itubanda. They're also on DSTV, so if it's not in your region, you can listen to him like on your TV. So do that.
This interview will not end without me not shouting out Itubanda. Please.
There we go.
Itubanda, shout out to you, baby girl. I think, you know, the thing is this, right? And maybe she doesn't know this, or but I don't think there would have been this team on Drive without her. You understand? In fact, fun fact before we depart, Itubanda.
He's co-hosting my show.
Itubanda was put into the office before me.
Yeah.
Right? And then they asked her, if you were to ever do a radio show with any guy in this building, who would it be? Now you're only heavy hitters, complexion, Mr. Black, you know. And I was this new weird kid who just came in out of nowhere, and she's like, there was this guy that I was listening to the whole of December. Yep, that guy.
We love you.
And she chose me, so shout out to you, girl. I think my radio career right now in commercial radio is nothing without you, so shout out.
Ladies and gents, follow him, Dee Nkomo, on Instagram, on Twitter. And on Facebook, his name is Tumelo Dee Nkomo.
No, that's for friends and family. Lena, he has got a page like Dee Nkomo. Yeah.
It's been wonderful. This has been the first of many. Couch, you need to sit on this couch. Couch, we need you on this couch. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe to his thing as well. I'm coming onto your channel.
Yes, you need to come on.
We're definitely coming onto your channel.
The Catching Up podcast with Bradley.
Shout out to Bradley.
Shout out to
our sound guy. Shout out to
our set designer.
Our boom swinger, our lighting, our executive producer, and our contributor.
Our director of photography.
We have an entire team. We just need to monetize. So please like, share, and subscribe. It was wonderful, guys. Thank you. Peace.
Woo, can I have another beer?